I'm Captain Newman. I'll be briefing you on the novice pilot training stage. Instructor Marshall will guide you during your training. Work hard and listen closely. Let's begin with the takeoff drill. It starts from the takeoff position on the runway. Increase engine output to 100%. You can raise output with the throttle up button. The aircraft will move forward when you increase output. Slowly bring up your speed. When you've passed 80 knots, gently pull the stick straight back to raise the nose. Pull too quick and you stall. Be careful. Once you're up, raise the gears and ascend to 1,800 feet while maintaining a 15-degree pitch. The pitch angle is the aircraft's tilt up or down. Pull the stick toward you to raise your pitch. Push forward to lower it. Dropping the stick left or right will change your flight path. Be careful to hold your takeoff bearing and ascend in a straight line. Slowly bring your pitch back when you cross 1,800 feet and switch over to level flight at 2,000 feet. You'll maintain that altitude. Hold your speed vector at the 0 position on the pitch scale to fly level. This exercise is over. No matter what happens, the basics are important. Make sure you know them well.
Maximum output. Hold on the stick at 80 knots to take off. Put your landing gear away. Hold your pitch at 15 degrees and ascend to 1,800 feet. Like that. Push the stick forward to make the nose level. Fly level at an altitude of 2,000 feet. That was good for the most part.
Not quite ready, huh? In this exercise, you will learn how to change altitudes. Training begins at 4,000 feet, flying level at 120 knots. Fly level while maintaining 120 knots at 4,000 feet. After flying level for 15 seconds, drop your altitude to 3,000 feet. Your speed will increase during your descent. Throttle your output to slow down. You can lower engine output with the throttle down button. Fly level while maintaining 120 knots at 3,000 feet. After flying level for 15 seconds, ascend to 5,000 feet. You will gradually lose speed as you ascend. Increase your output and be careful not to lose too much speed. Fly level while maintaining 120 knots at 5,000 feet. Fly level for 15 seconds to complete the exercise. It's good to be careful, but don't waste too much time.
Fly at a level of 4,000 feet, 120 knots, and keep it steady. Descend to 3,000 feet. Your speed will increase in descent. Adjust engine output to hold your speed. Hold 120 knots at 3,000 feet. Ascend to 5,000 feet. You'll have to bring engine output to maximum. Hold 120 knots at 5,000 feet. You have to try harder. Fly at a level of 4,000 feet, 120 knots, and keep it steady. Descend to 3,000 feet. Your speed will increase in descent. Adjust engine output to hold your speed. Hold 120 knots at 3,000 feet. Ascend to 5,000 feet. You'll have to bring engine output to maximum. Hold 120 knots at 5,000 feet. Great!
That's it! You will now learn how to turn your aircraft. Training begins while flying level at 140 knots at 4,000 feet. First, drop the stick to the right and bank your aircraft 30 to 45 degrees. You will bank as long as you're dropping the stick. Center it when you're at the necessary angle. Pull back slightly on the stick and maintain altitude. Your aircraft will turn right naturally. You can confirm the bearing of your aircraft on the heading scale. Bearing 0 is displayed as 36 and bearing 180 is 18, so be careful. Watch your speed and altitude while in a turn. Maintain 140 knots at 4,000 feet. Make a 180-degree turn and drop the stick to the left at bearing 180 to level your aircraft. If your altitude, speed, and bearing are correct, you've done it right.
Drop the stick to the right, bank 30 to 45 degrees. Hold it there, raise the nose slightly, and maintain altitude. You're too low. Be careful. You're too low. Be careful. You're making too hard. Bring it back. Drop the stick to the right, bank 30 to 45 degrees. Hold it there, raise the nose slightly, and maintain altitude. You're making too hard. Bring it back. You're making too hard. Bring it back. Your altitude is too high. Ease out on the stick. Drop the stick to the left at bearing 180 and level out. You have to try harder. Drop the stick to the right, bank 30 to 45 degrees. Hold it there, raise the nose slightly, and maintain altitude. You're doing good. Keep it up. You're too low. Be careful. You're too low. Be careful. Drop the stick to the left at bearing 180 and level out. This time was okay.
Come on, concentrate. You'll now learn how to perform an aerial somersault, otherwise known as a loop. Training begins at 4,000 feet, flying level at 130 knots. In the T3, you have to raise your speed to 150 knots. Increase engine output to 100% and continue flying level. When you've reached 150 knots, gently pull back on the stick and raise the nose. Keep the wings level so you don't roll. Watch your G display when entering the loop. Be sure to maintain 2 to 3.5 Gs. Pull back on the stick to pull more Gs and return it to loosen up. You'll pull too many Gs if you pull the stick back hard. The blood will fall from your head, you'll black out. You lose consciousness and won't be able to pilot. When you begin to descend at the top of the loop, throttle engine output to about 70%. Be careful not to gain too much speed. Once you've leveled out, it's best to maintain your original bearing and altitude.
Bring engine output to maximum and increase your speed to above 150 knots. Not yet. First, accelerate to 150 knots. Bring the stick toward you gently and raise the nose. Watch your G's. Keep it between 2 and 3.5. You're not pulling enough G's. Pull back on the stick. Engine output to maximum and increase your speed to above 150 knots. Bring the stick toward you gently and raise the nose. Watch your G's. Keep it between 2 and 3.5. Looking good. careful not to raise your speed too much. You're flying too fast. Be careful. Amazing!
See. You'll learn how to perform a roll. Training begins at 4,000 feet, flying level at 140 knots. You'll lose altitude in the roll, so pull back on the stick lightly to lift the nose beforehand. Now, to roll left, drop the stick all the way to the left. Once you've rolled 360 degrees, return the stick to center and maintain level flight. Return the stick a bit early so you don't roll too much. You've completed the roll successfully if your altitude and bearing haven't changed.
Raise the nose. Left roll. Fly level. Hold your altitude and bearing. That was good for the most part.
Not quite ready, huh? You'll now learn how to land. Stay calm and follow the instructions step by step. Training commences during your final approach at 700 feet, 80 knots. Once you're in the final approach corridor, you won't need to turn. First, drop your landing gear. Maintain a speed of 80 knots and line up your speed vector with the edge of the runway. Your speed vector shows your forward motion as seen from the cockpit. Line this up with your target. Advance to the runway area and drop your speed to 70 knots when your terrain clearance is less than 100 feet. Gently raise the nose and hold that posture, adjusting so that your altitude gently decreases. You can read your rate of descent from the statoscope. The statoscope shows your ascent or descent at a ratio of thousands of feet per minute. Hold it at 2 and prepare to land. Once you've touched down, adjust your direction with the rudder pedal so you don't leave the runway, and stop by cutting engine output to minimum. Landing. You aren't qualified to move on to the next exercise if you can't land. Get it together.
Head for the runway and slowly drop your altitude. Hold your speed. Drop your landing gear.
You're going too fast to lower your landing gear. You're going too fast to lower your landing gear. You're going too fast to lower your landing gear.
Hold at 70 knots and raise pitch to 5 degrees. Too fast. Minimize engine output. flying too fast. Minimize engine output. You have to try harder. Head for the runway and slowly drop your altitude. Hold your speed. Drop your landing gear.
You're going too fast to lower your landing gear.
Hold at 70 knots and raise pitch to 5 degrees. You're flying too fast. Minimize engine output. This time was okay.
Come on, concentrate. The novice. You will now begin basic pilot training on the T-4. It's an advanced aircraft, but you must learn to master it. You can choose the rotary wing pilot stage next. Why don't you leave the fixed-wing aircraft pilot training and take the challenge? Don't be afraid to push yourself. You'll now learn the barrel roll. We begin flying level at 5,000 feet at 400 knots. Pull back on the stick to bring your pitch between 10 and 15 degrees. Hold it there and drop it to the left a bit. This means the stick will be back and to the left diagonally. Your aircraft will fly in a left helix. You'll roll right there if you drop it too much to the left. You'll enter a vertical loop if you don't drop it enough, so be careful.
Left barrel roll. Fly level. That was good for the most part.
Not quite ready, huh? Now you learn the Immelman turn. This technique allows you to turn 180 degrees without greatly changing your horizontal position. Increase engine output to 100%, lift the nose by pulling back on the stick. Watch the G display when entering the loop. Be sure to maintain 4.5 to 5 Gs. Keep the wings level so your aircraft doesn't roll. Roll 180 degrees to the right when you're upside down and you're at 0 pitch. When you've rolled 180 degrees, return the stick and fly level. Try to return it a bit early.
Max output. Begin looping, but watch your Gs. Right roll. You're rolling the wrong way. Max output. Begin looping, but watch your Gs. Right roll. Great.
That's it! You'll now learn the split S. The split S technique, like the Immelman turn, allows you to turn 180 degrees without greatly changing your horizontal position. First, roll 180 degrees to the right. When you've banked 180 degrees and your aircraft is facing straight down, enter a loop by pulling back on the stick and raising the nose. Watch the G display when entering the loop. Be sure to maintain 4.5 to 5 Gs. Keep the wings level so your aircraft doesn't roll. Also, adjust engine output so you don't gain too much speed. After the 180-degree loop, return the stick and fly level. Try to return it a bit early. You've executed the maneuver correctly if your bearing is the exact opposite from the start of the exercise. Don't forget that your speed increases and altitude drops as a result of this maneuver. You'll crash if you try it without enough altitude. Be careful.
Right roll. Begin looping, but watch your Gs. Fly level. Oh, brother. Right roll. Begin looping, but watch your Gs. Fly level. What was that? Right roll. Begin looping, but watch your Gs. Fly level. You have to try harder. Right roll. Begin looping, but watch your Gs. Fly level. That was good for the most part.
Next. You'll now learn to fly in formation. While in formation, it's important to rely on your leader rather than focusing on your speed or altitude. Always be aware of your position in relation to the leader. From your POV, the leader should always appear to be the same size and at the same direction and distance. The leader is flying level, diagonally ahead at a constant speed. Increase engine output a bit at a time when distance starts to open up between you and the leader. But not too quickly. Adjust slightly and watch your leader. If you keep falling behind, increase your speed and check your distance. Repeat this process carefully. Reduce your engine output if you seem to be closing the distance. If you're already at minimum engine output, use your air brakes. Adjust your flight in half measures. In other words, adjust by half of what you think you'll need and proceed a bit at a time. Got it?
Stay in formation. Don't fall behind. Line it up. Line it up. You're too slow. Don't fall behind. Line it up. Great!
That's it. You'll now learn how to perform a formation flight loop. Training begins at 5,000 feet, 400 knots. Enter the loop when the leader announces "Loop Now." On his signal, bring engine output to 100% and enter the loop without breaking formation. Once in the loop, adjust your speed carefully so as not to break away from the leader. Also, carefully adjust your stick so that the leader always appears to be in the same position. When you start to descend at the top of the loop, be sure not to gain too much speed. Fly level when your pitch hits 0. Adjust engine output. Stay in formation. When performing a specified maneuver in formation flight, it's important to always predict and prepare for the leader's next move. It may be difficult at first, but continue practicing and you'll perfect this complicated maneuver. It's important to make adjustments early before you get out of formation. Keep practicing.
Stay in formation. Don't fall behind. Loop now. Line it up. Line it up. Line it up. Line it up. Fly level. Line it up. What was that? Stay in formation. Don't fall behind. Loop now. Line it up. Line it up. Line it up. Stay in formation. Don't fall behind. Loop now. Line it up. Stay in formation. Don't fall behind. Loop now. Line it up. Line it up. Line it up. Line it up. Fly level. Line it up. What was that? Stay in formation. Don't fall behind. Loop now. You're too slow. Don't fall behind. Line it up. You're too slow. Don't fall behind. You're too slow. Don't fall behind. Fly level. You're too slow. Don't fall behind. This time was okay.
Come on. You'll now learn the formation right turn. Training begins at 5,000 feet, 300 knots. Enter the turn when the leader announces "Right turn now." On his mark, turn right without breaking formation. The aircraft you're piloting is to the left of the leader, so you'll fly more to the outside in the turn. Increase speed and adjust, or you'll break formation. Your roll angle is okay if the leader's wings appear to be horizontal from your cockpit. Also be careful not to drop your altitude in the turn. Fly level after you've rolled 180 degrees. If you break from flight formation significantly, do not try to return suddenly to your original position. First, balance your posture and control your breakaway. Then carefully return to your original position.
Stay in formation. Don't fall behind. Right turn now. Line it up. Line it up. You're too slow. Don't fall behind. Line it up. Fly level. Line it up. Great.
That You'll now learn how to land a T4. You'll be landing at a much higher speed than with the T3. Be careful. This time you'll begin by entering the final approach corridor. Perform a gentle right turn toward the runway and enter the final approach corridor. The approach corridor is indicated by a line on your radar. Follow this line carefully. Once you're in line, lower your landing gear and line up your speed vector with the number 17 near the edge of the runway. Don't try to align your pitch and roll together. Take them one at a time. Your speed will increase as you descend. Maintain 135 knots and apply your air brakes if you're going too fast. Keep your speed vector lined up with the number 17 at the edge of the runway. Advance to the runway area and throttle the output to 70% when within a 100-foot clearance. Raise the nose gently. Once you've touched down, adjust your direction with the rudder pedal. Your landing is complete.
Turn right and aim for the runway. Speed 135 knots. flying too fast. Minimize engine output and use the landing gear brakes. This time was okay.
Cut. This means that starting today, you're training ready. In other words, you've shown great promise so far. Don't do anything to mess it up. You'll now receive combat pilot training on the T-2 supersonic jet plane. The T-2 is unlike anything you've flown before, so don't get cocky, got it? Now you'll train in the T-2 training aircraft. Its characteristics are different from the T-4, so be careful. First, fall into formation with the leader. The leader is flying level at a constant speed of 450 knots. First, increase your speed to 600 knots to close the distance with the leader. You can use the afterburners by raising engine output substantially at 100%. It provides high acceleration but consumes a lot of fuel. Remember that.
Accelerate and approach. Flying too fast, you'll overshoot. You're flying too fast, you'll overshoot. Watch your speed. Stay in formation. Watch your speed. Stay in formation. Watch your speed. Stay in formation.
You're going too fast to lower your landing gear.
Nice! You finished with time to spare!
Now you will begin target shooting practice. Training begins at 10,000 feet, 450 knots. Use your machine guns and shoot the target under tow by the F-4EJ. First, approach until you can see the target. The target will turn gently to the right. Line up your speed vector with the target and track it precisely. Your sights, or reticle, will be displayed when you've entered effective range. The reticle will be displayed automatically and predicts where the shell will hit when fired. Pull the trigger to fire when the peeper at the center of the reticle lines up with the dart target. Training is completed if you can score 5 or more direct hits before running out of ammo. The F-4EJ towing the target is turning gently to the right. Be careful not to hit the towing aircraft. The time limit is 120 seconds. Try to score direct hits with as few shells as possible before time expires.
Approach and capture the target in your reticle. your reticle. Relax and aim carefully.
Target within gun range.
That's it! Great!
That's... Practice firing on the drone target. The drone target is a remote-controlled unmanned target aircraft built from refurbished F-104 fighters. Training commences from behind the drone target at 20,000 feet, 400 knots. The drone target will evade by remote, so pursue it carefully and fire after closing in on it. To do this, watch the target distance and control your speed carefully. Training is completed if you shoot it down. Learn to fire quickly with extreme accuracy.
Approach and capture the target in your reticle. Relax and aim carefully.
Target ahead. Target ahead. Target ahead.
Get closer and fire. That's it! Great!
That's it! Practice firing missiles on the drone target. Training commences at 20,000 feet, 500 knots. The missiles you'll be using track the target by sensing its exhaust heat. Therefore, you can't lock on without aiming from behind. First, trail the target. The T-2 doesn't turn well at low speeds. Turn while maintaining speed with the split S when you have enough altitude. A round seeker will be displayed when you can lock on. Capture the drone target in this seeker. Pull the trigger to fire a missile when Shoot is displayed. The missile will automatically track the heat source for a direct hit, but if its angle to the target is too wide, it will lose it and miss. So be careful. Training is completed if you can down the drone target.
Approach from the rear and lock on. lock on.
Target within missile range.
You're too far.
Target within missile range.
You're too far.
Anti-air missiles exhausted.
Approach from the rear and lock on.
You're going to stall. Target at 5 o'clock, flying low. Missile lock commenced.
Approach from the rear and lock on.
Target within missile range.
Good.
Target within missile range.
You're too far.
Anti-air missiles exhausted.
Great.
I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. You'll now begin bomber training on the F-1 support fighter. Be careful. Starting today, you're alert ready. This means we'll finally have you in the field, but be sure not to cause any trouble. You never know when a scramble alert will be called. Be ready for it and don't panic when the time comes. You can prepare in the alert hangar. Don't let us down.
This is the control tower. Scramble. Climb to 5,000 feet. Turn north. Cleared for takeoff. Unidentified aircraft approaching from the north. Distance 35 miles. Speed 300 knots. There may be a violation of airspace. Report on subject aircraft. Target at 10 o'clock, flying high. high. Target at 8 o'clock, flying low. Target at 8 o'clock, flying low. Target at 8 o'clock, flying low. Target at 8 o'clock. Target at 8 o'clock. Target at 8 o'clock. Target at 8 o'clock. Target at 7 o'clock. Target at 8 o'clock, flying low. Target at 7 o'clock, flying low. Target at 7 o'clock. 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 Target at 8 o'clock. Target at 9 o'clock, flying low. Target at 11 o'clock, flying low. Target at 12 o'clock. Target at 12 o'clock.
authority. Enemy air squadrons are mobilizing on the coast. We believe their actions may signify a final counteroffensive. Our combat fighters' mission is to acquire and annihilate them. We're deploying a fleet in the area. This is our ace in the hole. We can't allow an attack on our boys. Don't let a single craft get by. Look to the AWACS for instructions during flight. This is going to be your last mission before returning home. It may be your last chance to raise your scores. Get out there and make us proud.
Eagle's Nest to Talon 1. Enemy air squadron sighted in the vicinity. They're arming to attack an allied fleet. Destroy all enemy aircraft. Sighted in the vicinity. They're arming to attack an allied fleet. Destroy all enemy aircraft. Fox 2. Target within missile range. Kill. Confirm target destroyed. Target within missile range. Target ahead. Target within missile range. Fox 2. Target within missile range. Hit. Fox 2. Target within missile range. Kill. Target down. Target within gun range. Target ahead. Target ahead. Kill. Confirm target destroyed. 3 enemy attack aircraft left. Target within missile range. Kill. Target down. Fox 2. Target within missile range. Kill. Confirm target destroyed. 1 enemy attack aircraft left. Target within missile range. Target within gun range. Target ahead. Kill. Target down. Body damaged. Leaking fuel. Eagle's Nest to Talon 1. Lights out. First enemy wave destroyed. Good work. We've sighted the second wave mobilizing over the Gulf. You'll have to put off your nap. Advance to the Gulf immediately.